This looks so good. Better than takeout General So chicken. The chicken is so tender. Cut chicken into bite-sized pieces. Add in soy sauce, salt and pepper, minced garlic, rice flour, cornstarch, egg, soda water. Mix together. Set it aside for 20 minutes. For the sauce, we're gonna add in soy sauce, honey, minced garlic, ginger, rice vinegar, hoisin sauce. Like it spicy, a little bit of crushed red pepper. Mix together. Fry the chicken for 6 to 7 minutes until crispy and golden brown. Optional, but highly recommended. Double fry for the extra crispiness. Drizzle in the sauce, cornstarch and water mixture. Mix together. Sesame seeds. Saute on high heat for 1 minute. Look at that.
If you just got an air fryer and you don't know what to do, try these cream cheese rangoons. For the filling, just mix cream cheese, garlic, salt, and green onions. Seal the edges with water or egg wash, and then you can fold it like this, or you can just make it simple and fold it in half and just make sure you squeeze out the air pockets. The ones on the left were air fried for 4 minutes at 400 degrees.
There's something about a tender dumpling and a spicy sauce that I just love. So let's make homemade chicken and ginger wontons and a spicy and sour broth. Season half a pound of ground chicken with soy sauce, sesame oil, salt, white pepper, chicken bouillon, green onion, and fresh ginger. Mix together. You'll then take your wonton wrapper and add a spoonful of filling to the center. Wet the top outsides and then fold over the bottom, making a triangle. Seal together the sides, then add a dab of water to one end and fold over the other side to meet it, forming the wonton. Repeat until all the filling is used and all your wontons are made. For the broth, add to a bowl green onion, cilantro, 2 teaspoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon Chinese black vinegar, a teaspoon of sesame oil, a teaspoon of chili crisp oil, half a teaspoon of ginger, a teaspoon of chicken bouillon, a dash of white pepper, and a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar. Now add your wontons in small batches to boiling water. Take a few ladles of the hot water and add it to the bowl to create the broth. I like to use 2 ladles, but for less concentrated broth, you can add more water. When the wontons float to the top, they're ready. This usually takes about 5 minutes. They can then be added to the sour and spicy broth.
Bao. These are steamed dough stuffed with your choice of filling. I honestly wish I tried these sooner. They are super fluffy with the perfect hint of sweetness. I actually got carried away and ate a couple of these buns on their own because they were so good. Let me show you how to make these. To a stand mixer, add a warm water, yeast, and sugar. Then I'm going to let that activate for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to add flour, salt, baking powder, and sugar. I kneaded the dough to a really good consistency. Then I'm going to let that rest for an hour. After it's done proofing, I went ahead and kneaded the dough out and cut them into circles. I brushed a little bit of melted butter onto them, then roll it down to seal the buns. Now it's time for the steaming session. Place your buns into the bamboo steamer, then place them into a pan or pot filled with water. Steam them until the buns fluff up. For the chicken, I cut them into small pieces, tossed them into cornstarch, then deep fry them until they were nice and crispy. And for the sauce, I added liquid aminos, gochujang, tomato sauce, sriracha, honey, and water. Once the sauce got nice and sticky, I tossed the chicken back, coated it with that sweet and savory sauce. But the star of this recipe, though, were the buns. Look at how nice and fluffy they are. Filling the buns might give you a little bit of trouble, so I encourage you to dice your chicken into really small pieces. I drizzle it with a spicy mayo because that's what I do. Spicy mayo goes with everything. And then enjoy.
Welcome back to another episode of Chloe's Essentials. Today we're making handmade noodles. All you need is plain flour and water. This is something I love to do all the time. After all the trial and error, I've perfected the method, and I'm going to show you all my tips and tricks. You want to start with about 100 grams of flour, then slowly incorporate your water. About 4 or 5 tablespoons is good, and you want the dough to be relatively dry. Knead it and then let it rest for about a minute or 2. It'll start to hydrate and look really plump. Repeat this knead and rest method for a few rounds until you're happy with the texture of your dough. It should be plump and smooth and pliable. Then flatten the dough, add a lot of flour to the surface so it doesn't stick, and then cut it into your preferred thickness. Add it to boiling water, and the moment the water reboils, it's ready.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a classic Chinese delicacy, scallion pancakes. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, this delicious snack is not only suitable for breakfast, but also a great choice for afternoon tea. Start by preparing 500 grams of flour. Add 10 grams of sugar, a packet of yeast, 1 egg, and 360 grams of warm water. Mix well until you have a thick, smooth batter without lumps. I share delicious recipes every day, so please give me a little heart as encouragement. Thank you very much. Let the flour mixture rise until it doubles in size. It should look like this. Adding a bit of pepper salt will make it even more delicious. Then add some chopped scallions. Knead the dough to exhaust air. Apply some oil to your hands. Just grab a piece and make it into a ball. Put it into a preheated pan that has been brushed with oil in advance. Press into small cakes. Fry until one side is golden brown. Then flip and fry the other side until both sides are golden brown and cooked through. Rich green onion aroma, very delicious. If you have elders or kids at home, make sure to give this a try.
Here's how you make chocolate dumplings in 5 minutes. Grab your dumpling wrappers, grab your chocolate balls, and start by adding your chocolate ball onto your thin dumpling wrapper, dabbing the edges with water to wrap around the chocolate. Make as much as you want and then steam with a bamboo steamer over boiling water for about 5 minutes, and now you'll have a delicious chocolate dessert. It's that easy and you'll love it. Hope you try it out.
These are my chicken and chive crispy skirt dumplings. They're crunchy on the outside and full of flavor on the inside. Honestly, they are the juiciest dumplings I have ever made. I could eat these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. So let me show you how to make them. First up, you want to make your dough, so combine flour and water and then knead until a rough dough forms. Set it aside and then combine chicken mince, chives, garlic, hoisin sauce, pepper, and salt in a bowl. Get your dough and poke a hole through it. Slice the dough into pieces and then roll them out into wrappers. Place a spoonful of the filling into the center of the wrapper and fold. I have a detailed explanation on how to pleat like this in the recipe, so make sure to sign up to my newsletter to get it. Fry your dumplings in a corn flour slurry and make your sauce while they're cooking. Then carefully, without burning yourself, flip the dumplings over onto your plate and enjoy.
Stop ordering Chinese food. It's so easy to make at home. It tastes way better and you'll save so much money over the years if you just learn how. So start off by sauteing garlic and then chop up some cabbage and carrots. Add that in and saute that on a high heat while you boil some rice, or ideally you'd have a day-old rice in your fridge. Scramble up some eggs, mix that together and add in the rice along with soy sauce, vinegar, salt, pepper, and then fry that on a high heat until combined. Chop up some spring onions, add that in, and that's it. Full recipes in the description.